eating my snow crab legs again. So today, I wanted to chat a little bit about this whole back to school debacle. Because I was just watching the news. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm a newsie, right? I watch the news, listen to the news all day. You know, people want me to explain why. I don't know. It's just what I like to watch. Just like back in the day, when people used to sit and watch sitcoms all day, I can be like that with the news if I have the time on my hands too. But the TV is always on the news, always. But I was watching. I got a little 2 times spicy on my crab legs. I was watching CNN. Actually, it's on now, and they are talking about back to school for the kids. Why this is a debate? I mean, I guess they had to end the school year, but one would think that the conversations about returning to school would have been conversations with like Betsy DeVoe. They would have been meeting about this and having conversations about this long before now. It's like now they're debating about it. Like you would think planning and laying out different possibilities and laying out, you know, depending where certain states are with the virus, that they would have a strategic plan for each type of circumstance, because we have seen many different circumstances throughout the country. So it's just like, how come you can't have like a tiered approach to each possible circumstance depending on where you are and how severe the cases are in your city or your state or whatever? I'm just like, why are we debating? Why are debates about this happening right now instead of actually dealing with the issue and finding the healthiest, safest, and best circumstance for children? I don't understand it. It was one person on the news that was saying how their children and their children's education is non-negotiable, and I believe that's Los Angeles, which closed today, or at some point. My son is weird. He's playing that video game, so you could probably hear him screaming in the background. But it's just weird to me. It's so irresponsible, and it shows very poor leadership. You know, how did this woman, I read one post, and I'm talking about Betsy DeVoe, the head of education federally. I'm not gonna ask how she got the job, because I get that. I know I get Trump is not the most responsible leader. Well, he's not a responsible leader at all. But I read someone posted that they wouldn't trust this woman with a plant in their house, let alone their child. I just don't know. I know a lot of people are confused, rightfully so. You know, I'm confused. You know, I shut down the whole year for me and my kids, if I can, because I just don't want to take no chances, and I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with an unknown virus, you know, whether kids and that's just crazy. Just thinking that, them saying that, oh, kids don't really die from this, so, you know, take the risk with your kids. It's weird. Extremely weird. And we know that areas with zip codes with high property taxes and things like that, well-funded schools, they'll get, you know, they'll be able to work it out, you know, to where kids probably will be remote or be in school some days, and a lot of those parents will be able to work from home. But the biggest concern is parents and children who do not have that luxury. And it's just sad. It's just a terrible situation to be in to begin with. You know, those schools that's gonna be the most difficult situation with working class people. Like, middle class families will probably be able to work it out, because, you know, they can work from home, but people who have the essential jobs, you know, they have to have their kids in school. They have to send their kids to daycare. And it boggles my mind. Like, how can leadership be so irresponsible? I don't know. Obviously, we've never experienced anything like this. It's very complicated. The nuances of it is complicated. But I don't think that it's so complicated that things cannot be figured out in a way to really support those families in particular. You know, I don't know. I know everyone is concerned, so regardless of what class you fall into, everybody love their kids. Nobody wants their children to be, you know, their own kids. And the thing is that many of these people that's making these decisions don't have to deal with these issues. You know, their kids have everything that they would need probably to be remote. Or they go to schools that can afford to take all of the precautions necessary to keep them separate and to stagger days and things like that. This world we living in, it is not for it's not for good people. It's an old ratchet world. It's an old ratchet world. These are really good. I run through them though. I only made a few. I don't have my sidekick here with me, my Lillian. She ditched me. I miss that girl when she's not around, because she is so much fun. She really is. She keep me on my toes, that's for sure. We drove by today to see if we can see my billboard. I have my first ad. I don't get it. My son and all that screaming. But yeah, we gotta figure that out for the school year out. And we will. You know, one thing about working class people, and I'm sorry if that's not the proper classification, but they're so resilient, and you know, just good people that get the short end of the stick unfairly, and it really, it's just not fair. You know, that's one reason why I wanted to focus on with my magazine on the greatness of everyday people, because it's just, that's my son in there. It's just like, it's the hardest working people, the best people, the most loyal people. They just get it so bad, you know. That's what kind of world we live in. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. And no, I know. You know, because I've been in the service industry. I worked in the service industry for years. It was banking, but you know, customer service. That's how I got through college. So I definitely understand. I have the water faucet with me. But it is what it is. But yeah, I took my daughter with me to check out the billboard placement to see if I liked it. And this is my first one. This is my first time ever placing a billboard. I do communications, but I don't do marketing and sales and things like that. So in my field, I have not had an opportunity to place ads and things like that. So this is my very first one, and I'm trying it out with my publication to see if it drives some traffic. You know, even if it doesn't have staying power, that's my job to make sure people stay. I want to see if it'll get traffic, if it'll get people to log on, come to the website. Social media is great, and the ads are good. The ads on social media work, but you know, I'm just trying to make sure I establish an avenue for the local people in especially the south suburbs of Chicago. It's definitely area that I target. A lot of my conversation is for that audience on my talk show, blog talk show. So, and I think, yeah, I think that once I see if I can get some traffic through there, if I can get people to at least come to the website, then I'll expand it and heighten it. You know, it's all business. You gotta take chances, you gotta try new things, you know, and that's what I'm doing. And this is my last one, my last crab leg. So yeah, y'all be safe. I'm gonna cut it short now. So y'all be safe out there. Take care of yourselves, wear your mask, you know, do what you gotta do what's best for your household. Protect those babies, because you see the world don't want to. So do what you gotta do for you and yours. All right, peace out.